if you're growing zucchini, squash, pumpkin, or even some varieties of melons, then squash vine borers could be a real problem in your garden. Today I want to take you through the steps that I took in order to completely eradicate the squash vine borers that were plaguing my pumpkin plant. I initially suspected that I might have a problem when I noticed some yellowing here and here, as well as some general wilting that seemed to be stemming from the base of the plant. After removing all of the yellowing leaves, I decided to split one of them open, and as you can see here, we have the squash vine borer larva eating its way through the plant. Typically, this problem starts in the early springtime when a squash vine borer moth lays its eggs near the base of your plant. Those eggs hatch into larvae and burrow its way through the main stem of your squash, pumpkin, or zucchini plant. Ultimately, I decided to address this problem using BTK, which is a biological insecticide made up of naturally occurring bacteria that are found in the soil. And although I've personally determined that this is completely safe to use for me, my family, my pets, and the pollinators, and in fact the newer version of this product is OMRI listed for organic use, I do encourage you to do your own research before applying any products to your garden. So ultimately what I did was I took a brand new clean needle and syringe, poked a hole in the top of the BTK, held it on an angle so that I could just drop that liquid nice and easy, and I'm going to drop about 2 mils to use for my treatment against the squash vine borers. The trickiest part of this entire operation is going to be getting the needle in the right spot. Essentially, you want to get it right in the middle of that hollow point of the squash vine. Once you find this spot, you just simply inject the entire 2 mils into the vine, essentially flooding the vine, which is the highway for those squash vine borer larvae. They will eventually ingest this liquid and it will kill them right off. Then to wrap up the whole procedure, I'm simply taking tinfoil and putting it around the injection site, as well as the areas that I've determined were the original entry points for the squash vine borers to begin with. So when you look at that main stem, not very far from where the plant first comes out of the ground, it can become very obvious that there are holes there. So this tinfoil is going to help protect it against other insects climbing in there, as well as just give it a little extra protection to help it crust over. And although here it's been about 10 days since the original application, I pretty well noticed all of the symptoms stopped immediately after application. The next day, I did not have any more dead leaves. I started getting new flowers, new pumpkins. The plant is growing like crazy. I really couldn't be happier. And if this helps you, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching.